Yam is considered a very vital food crop in Anambra State, and the climate here allows for favorable cultivation of the food known as the king of crops in Igbo land due to its value. Yam is usually cultivated alongside vegetables.
So this is the starting point.
With the farming season about to begin in the state, farmers in the 21 local government areas of Anambra under the community-based cooperative group have been empowered with yam seedlings to add to theirs for the 2024 farming activities.
Distribute to the whole 21 local government and also to some communities.
Farmers in the state have been enjoying support from both the government and private individuals.
I am a farmer and I know what it takes to empower a person with the seed lamb of this nature. This is what we called Mumuye. Before next 3 or 4 months, you will see this yam, it has increased. So we are happy.
As chief, I'm going to farm. I have my own farm. I'm cultivating cassava. I want to invest cassava and poultry. So now everybody is going to, I want to feed ourselves. So we know that as time goes, before the end of the year, this will be okay.
Highlighting the importance of agriculture, the coordinator of the cooperative believes everyone should explore farming.
We'll make sure we follow them up to the point of cultivation, to the point of nurturing, to the point of removing of the weeds, and even if fertilizer is needed, we provide fertilizer to teach them how to cultivate and harvest bountifully. But what is happening is a practical thing. White-collar job is no longer in existence much. What we're doing now is blue-collar job. Rededicating ourselves to rediscover our roots. We are thinking home, we are thinking soil, we are thinking agriculture to make sure that people wipe away hunger. We have to solve this problem by ourselves.
In a similar development, the Commission of Agriculture has asked the farmers to get further training in order to adapt to changes.
We started preparing from last year. We've been teaching them, empowering them with knowledge on best practices that will be resilient given the climate crisis that we face, the erratic nature of rains that we have, and the heat waves that we face. So the most fundamental thing is for the farmer to understand how to manage these climatic distortions in such a way as to still be able to obtain good yields and enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Meanwhile, farmers decry grazing and climate disruptions as major setbacks to successful cultivation and harvesting of the crop.
Meanwhile, the Chukwuma Soludo-led administration in Anambra is currently laying a 2,000-kilometer fiber optics duct for high internet speed across the state. The infrastructure, which is expected to catalyze fiber optic systems, will form the bedrock for ICT systems in the new cities and industrial parks that are currently being designed in the state. It will expand broadband access, fully digitize government services, and support technology startups. With the ongoing laying of a 2,000-kilometer fiber optics ducts, Governor Soludo is confident that his administration will create an ICT ecosystem where its young ICT talents would create unicorns and export their talents abroad. For more on this initiative, we have joining us the chairman, Anambra Physical Planning Board, Mr. Chike Madwekwe, who is here to educate us on how government is introducing ICT in flood control as well. Hello and welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're glad to have you. First of all, how is the State Physical Planning Board utilizing technology to detect and mitigate flooding in the state?
Well, thank you. The challenge of flood in Anambra, Mr. Governor has, given directives on how it should be tackled, and it's a multi-agency initiative. Here in Fiscal Planning Board, one of the first things we did when Mr. Governor assumed office was to completely, open up the drainage channels so that, because most of the problem of flooding is caused by blockage of this channel. So we've opened it up. Government is also working on completing the master plan for, the drainage master plan for the state. Recently, my agency hosted a German NGO, and the topic of the workshop was how we can develop flood resilience strategies, especially in the flood-prone areas. So it's ongoing. There's continuous desilting of the waterways. When we also started, we completely removed all houses that were built on waterways. So right now, when the floods come, they flow through. It's a challenge that is being very substantially mitigated, and government is also working with the UNDP in developing a master plan for flood resilience initiatives.
Interesting, the technology potential shows, that the possibility is inherent when you think outside the box. But moving on to other aspects of ICT development in the state, what is the significance of the ongoing laying of a 2,000-kilometer fiber optics duct in the state, particularly in relation to the governor's focus on technology?
You will agree with me that Mr. Governor has done so much. What we are doing in Anambra, I can tell you just 2 days ago, Abia State has joined Anambra in laying this fiber superhighway underground. It's called open access. And open access means that you dig once. So every telco comes in, the provider of the ducts is not a telco company, and then the telcos come in, lease those ducts. It makes their business easier. It's cheaper for them, and then we save the infrastructure of the state. So it's an initiative that many people have applauded globally. Also, every United Nations, most reports I've seen has shown that a 10% to 20% increase in high-speed broadband leads to 1.5% to about 2% increment in GDP. So what Mr. Governor wants is to create opportunities for young tech, experts to expand their talents and earn money. You can work from anywhere. Lots of the companies we know in the UK, in the US, and so on, when we have high-speed internet, young people can work from home and work for those people all over the world. I remember many years ago when I didn't even understand the broadband thing. I will call my bank in London, Lloyd's Bank, and somebody says, yes, how can I help you? I didn't know then that person that is trying to help me answer that call from my branch in London is in India. So once you have high-speed internet here, young people who have gone to different parts of the country and even the world have told us that they will come back and begin to, earn a living.
Evidently, the ICT world is evidently one of limitless opportunities. Pardon me, sir, but we must anchor the discussion at this point. That's all that we have time for because we're totally out of time. But of course, we hope that there'll be more opportunities in no distant time to have you talk more about the possibilities of this investment in ICT technology by the Soludo administration. Thank you very much, sir. We've been talking with Mr. Chike Maduekwe, who is the chairman, Anambra Physical Planning Board. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.